Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. My name's Olineece. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit those big red letters below and subscribe. So today we'll be getting into yet another Amazon wig. Y'all know I love reviewing Amazon wigs on my channel for y'all. So here are all the things that come in the package: a wig cap, not a real one exactly, this thank you note, and also these eyelashes, which were nothing too extravagant, y'all. Just so y'all know, just don't expect anything too great. And here is the wig straight out of the bag. There was other packaging on it, just so y'all know it didn't really actually come like this. I had just taken it out to look at it earlier. This is what the wig is looking like, y'all. No lies, this is her. So I did want to go in there and show y'all the ends. The ends were extremely thin for me. I'm gonna end up chopping those off later, trust me. They're gonna be gone because that wasn't gonna do it for me. Here I'm showing you guys that there's layers in the wig, and this wasn't necessarily like intentional layers. These were just the layers on the 13x4 closure, you guys. So I just flipped it upside down, and I just wanted to show you guys that this was intentionally an 18-inch wig, and only the hairs that are on the tracks made it to the 18-inch. None of the hairs on the closure actually made it to that 18-inch, so that was extremely disappointing. But if you hold your wig like this with all your hair, you guys will be able to see if y'all have layers in there. So that's how I decided to show y'all. This is how the construction of the cap looked. It looked amazing, just like any regular construction, with one comb in the back along with 3 other combs throughout the wig. So nothing too crazy about that. This is how the lace looked compared to my skin. It was giving like this cool ashy kind of tone, and the knots were super small, which was amazing in that sense that when you go in and bleach this or put makeup on it, it will be covered. These are not like crazy chunky knots. It's only tied once, so that's nice. And here is the hairline, you guys. So now let's get into some customization of the wig. Okay, finally, guys, let's get into slaying this Amazon wig. So the first thing I went in and did was bleach the knots. I used this bleaching powder. It's just supposed to lift like super light, but I ended up bleaching these knots twice anyways. What you guys want to make sure that you are doing is pushing that bleach into those knots. I don't know who came up with the idea that you do not push and you just want it to sit on top. That's bull crap, you guys. You need to push this bleach into your knots, not too hard, but just enough so that it does cover the knots. If you guys want to use this bleaching powder, I'll leave it in the description box below, so make sure you check out there. But you want to push that bleach in so that it is covering your knots. Some professionals use a knife. I just went in and used my brush per usual just to make sure that this bleach was covering all the knots on the wig, you guys. I actually ended up bleaching this twice, and this is how it came out. Just wanted to show you guys that the hair did not lift to like a 613, so if you guys were expecting that, just don't. But it did lift enough for me to cover it, so that when I do apply it to my head, that it will blend in. So this is the wig, you guys. This was the natural hair pattern that I got after washing this and letting it air dry. I know, just sometimes you get wigs like this and you just gotta do what you gotta do, okay? It could be your birthday tomorrow and this is the only wig you ordered, so I'm here to help you slay this Amazon wig, honey. I promise you we are gonna get this together, and I'm gonna show you guys all the tips and tricks that some of these professionals don't want you using, but honestly you need to. So the first thing we're gonna go in and do is pluck the hairline. I know you guys have watched so many videos on how to pluck your hairline, but I'm gonna show you guys what works best for me in order for me to slay my Amazon wigs. So first I get all my materials together, as you guys have just seen, and I part her where I want her parted. I didn't put this wig on my head at all. I kind of just eyeballed the part, so this is where I parted her. And then from there I go in and pluck from how I wanted her parted. So if I were to do a side part, you guys, I would pluck in how I wanted it to look in a side part kind of look. In order to pluck, you're gonna need some like visualization skills, so I would say definitely go in and look on Instagram, YouTube, just pictures of wigs in general of how their hairline looks. or just look at your hairline and how you would kind of want it to look. So the first thing I did was saturate the hairline, you guys. The only thing that was in that bottle was water. Doesn't matter, cold, hot, nothing like that. But saturate that hairline and go in and pluck once you pull the hairs back. Pluck and move your hand and then comb those hairs out so you know how much you've plucked, and just to check if you've gotten any bald spots. After that, I went back in, I sprayed, I plucked again, and I combed. I'll probably say that I will go through and pluck like up and down one section probably about twice before I comb. It's just like a repetitive process, but honestly doing this has worked for me, and I've been able to like avoid any crazy bald spots, you guys. My main focus on this wig was getting rid of that boxy hairline, since this wig was, I must say, it was pretty well pre-plucked once I applied the water to it and saw. It was just that hairline that I wanted to get rid of. So that's what you guys are seeing me do. So when you are slaying your own Amazon wig, you'll know you're done with this process once you pull this back and it looks like a natural hairline, you guys. As far as like a natural hairline, I guess it would be like if you saturated your own hair with oil and you combed it all back. Or maybe if your friend has like super silky hair and you've seen them like comb their hair back with water on it, that's what it should look like. Okay, you guys. After that, I took some Spritz to hold the hairs in the direction I wanted them to go. So of course that water is going to dry out and it's going to appear that it's not really plucked anymore, but you really want that pre-plucked laid look that you guys have seen in the past on other like professional wigs. So I go in with some Spritz, and I would say go in sparingly. You don't have to use as much as I did, but I broke the Spritz sprayer on my bottle, so I don't really know how much was actually coming out. But use some Spritz on each side and just keep combing through the wig to get the hairs to lay in the way that you want them to lay. After this process, you guys are going to see what I'm talking about. You will be able to see that very crisp plucked hairline, and it won't be a hassle when you're applying your wig. I actually love doing this to my wigs now, because now I don't really have to worry about like crazy baby hairs or any of those flyaways when I apply my wig, because all the hair has been melted into the style that I'm going for, and I can kind of just like plop it on and know that it's going to be okay. This is especially useful because I will be using a blow dryer later to melt this wig into my forehead. So you guys see I'm just using some Got2b. You don't necessarily have to, but I'm using it for some extra protection. And as you guys can see, you see that super melted hairline. And this was amazing because I hadn't even pulled out my hot comb yet, y'all. So this was just from me using those products and just me combing the hair back. After that, I just laid that down so the hair would lay very nicely on the lace, and it would lay in all one direction, you guys. What is this? The second, third thing we doing? I don't know. Next is styling, y'all. You want to style your wig off of your head. This is going to get rid of any lumps and bumps that you might not see when this wig is on. Like I said, you want to slay this Amazon wig, honey. So don't put this on your head and start styling it thinking that this hair is just going to act how you want it to act. First, I go in and I use my hot comb for the hair that's really close to the tracks, just because I've washed this wig, so sometimes that hair is like super frizzy, or sometimes it just kind of goes everywhere. So that's just to get the hair to align in the right way that I want it to go. Next, I go in with my flat iron. For this specific wig, I didn't use any heat protectant, but I do recommend that you use some. Some heat protectant that I like is either Mizani or some BioSilk. That's like not too heavy on the hair, and it'll allow the hair to like still flow if you're doing curls or even if you're straightening your hair. So you guys want to make sure you're going in and you're styling this wig to a T. Get all those hairs to go in the way that you want them to go. I honestly could say I could have done a better job at this, because I know y'all see that bump right there. I know y'all see that because I see it. But anyways, this is how she was looking. She was looking very, very luscious, honey, but those ends were still getting me. And to come to find out, she had some flyaways at the top. I just fixed those flyaways with some wax that I had laying around. This is key. If you guys have any Amazon wigs, most of them come with flyaways, no lie. So you need to get you some wax. And this is how she was looking after I took that wrap off. Do y'all see that? Boom, bam, honey. Whoo, she was fire. Look, I was stunned at what I did, because I don't know about y'all, but not every wig turns out the same. But this one right here, baby, psh, I was like, let me take a couple pictures of this. Let me get a video of this. You know, this might be up for sale. No, I'm kidding. But she was looking great. So after the styling process, I did go in and cut this. You guys can cut your hair wet if you want it to be like a better cut and not as choppy or as horrible as I did. But I'm not a pro or anything. I don't do hair professionally, so I just went in and cut it. I was trying to cut off all those dead / ugly ends that you guys saw, because it was making the hair a little bit too stiff, and I wanted the hair to have some movement, and I also wanted the hair to just generally look nice. So next, I'm going to apply this wig to my head. It's my general same application process. You guys can definitely watch, but I'm going to get into the specs of this wig. So this wig is from Amazon, like I've said plenty of times before. Like the name of this video is all of that, y'all know. And this wig is from the Abijale store. I'm not really sure how to say it, but the link will be in the description box below if you guys want it. This is their human hair straight hair for black woman, Brazilian unprocessed virgin human hair. I have this wig in 18 inches, and this is a 13x4 frontal. The price for this wig currently is $105.99. That is in reason to change, and this was a prime wig, so for me it did come in 2 days. They mentioned that this wig is 150 density, and they give you some tips on how to wash the wig and take care of it, so you guys can check in the description box below for the link if you want to see some more info about it. As you guys can see in the video, I'm being very careful to melt this wig. With any wig at all, you want to be very careful to melt it, but extremely careful with your Amazon wigs, because this is that thick lace. This is not Swiss lace or anything. This is that sturdy lace, y'all. So you really want to get this looking right, or any wig that you do. This is a key part for slaying your wig, y'all. So just be sure you're taking that comb and you're pressing those areas down with that comb, and you're getting all the crazy hair out of the way. I knew it was stuck on my head after I let all of that dry, the gel and the Got2b glued. Then I went in with my hot comb just to finish the styling. I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of this video and come back to y'all in the end. If this has helped you with your Amazon wig or is going to help you in the future, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and let me know your comments on this wig in the comments below. So I'll let you guys finish watching, and I'll be back with y'all in the end. So this is the finished look, you guys. I would say some key pointers when installing your Amazon wig to make it melt is to use heat and some powder to cover up that remaining lace. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hoped that it helped you out for you and your Amazon wig. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and hit those big red letters below. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.